Today we are going to start on this new project. What we're going to make is a video with the end user being administration. Our specific target audience will be Dr. Flea. Okay? The video will be of the new teachers for St. Genevieve School District. They may be at any grade level, and some are actually in Bloomsdale as well. Okay? They will be doing a single lesson plan with their students. Our objective is to capture that, edit it for them, add audio, and present it back to them so they turn it into their customer, which is also our customer, Dr. Flea. Next slide, please. You will capture footage of the teacher teaching a lesson plan of their choice, come back to this classroom, edit the footage, and then export the video when you're done so we can view it together. Is that fair enough? Okay. You will then show the video to the teacher because technically there are two customers for this product. The first customer is actually the teacher you work with, right? So we need to make sure we have buy-in, build a storyboard with them, capture footage, and actually meet their needs. But the ultimate end user is going to be Dr. Flea, right? Understand where we're going with this?
No.
Okay. After their approval is received, the video will then be sent to administration, and hopefully all goes well for all the new teachers, right? Next slide, please. I have a list of new teachers that you can volunteer to work with, or I'll assign you, okay? So after you discover your teacher, I'd ask that you email them to introduce yourself to them. And remember, whenever you email this classroom, meaning you are the employees, and I'm the employer, right? I'm the executive producer. Please CC me on all the emails so that I can provide you feedback with respect to the content and the basic tone of that email, right? Fair enough? Shaking your heads yes, you with me? Excellent. Okay, so when you email your teacher, CC me and be prepared to have an initial meeting. We're just discussing how we are capturing footage of the teacher in the process for doing our plan that you guys have already started working on. Okay? So you'll have two meetings. The initial meeting is going to be where you capture the information from the teacher, your customer of yours. Try to get a feel of what they're looking for, what he or she is looking for with that video, so that you can come back and make a storyboard. The storyboard is part of what part of the production process? Is it pre, is it post, or is it production? That's right, pre-production. So we have to have a storyboard before we can move forward on the video because it acts like an outline for us, okay, a guide, okay? That same email will also let the teacher know that you're going to have a second interview with them or a second meeting with them to actually capture the footage. So to sum, we meet with them twice. The first time is for the storyboard, and the second time is for the footage. Okay? Next slide, please. Okay. So after you have the approval, you must set the date during the second hour. I prefer it during this hour because obviously I have more leeway with letting you go to meet with these teachers than other teachers trying to impose on their schedule, right? So we'll try to do it for this hour, right? After filming, you'll edit the video here in the classroom. Once the editing is complete, you will gain the approval of the teacher. So what that means is, after you come back, you edit, you add audio, your voiceovers, anything you can choose to do, the effects, the transitions, okay? And we'll talk about this in a second, but the scoring guide that I gave to everybody, we'll cover in a second to make sure we're all online with that. Once you have it all ready to rock and roll, you'll take it back to the teacher. So what does that mean? You'll actually meet them 3 times at least. Show them the video, right, and get their buy-in. Or invite them here to view it with you, whatever's easiest, okay? Or another option I just thought of is you can actually give it to me, we'll export, and I can actually email it to them, okay? That may work better. Next slide. Let's say, once the teacher buys in and they're happy and they think that you guys are really like I do, we'll then send it to the administration, okay? This is your new project. Next slide. Before I go into discussing the scoring guide with you, are there any questions to this point? Good question. We're actually going to use the digital video recorders. We actually have 2 different types of recorders that you can use, which are the small handy cams. They're about this size. You've used these before. Or we have the larger ones that are brand new this year that you can use as well. I showed you those earlier this semester. You may also use cameras to capture photos because our cameras capture both photo and video, okay? But I would ask you or suggest that you stay with the handy cams and or the actual digital video recorders. They're a little easier, okay? And we've also discussed how to export them and import the information into the computer to bring it into Premiere. I also have steps on how to do it with Final Cut Pro. Okay. Are there other questions? Excellent question. How long should the video be? And I'll touch on this in a second. 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. I figure 3 to 5 minutes is going to be long enough. You'll probably capture about 15-20 minutes of video, but once you then edit it, you'll find that 5 minutes is sometimes difficult to get to. You have to stretch it. Other questions? Okay.